Hey y'all, I want to come and talk about something real quick. And I'm going to say this. Any man out there that feels compelled to get along with or to be cordial with anyone, man or woman, that has disrespected, disregarded, degraded your family name, and especially the women and the children in your family, you should never feel compelled to be cordial or get along with that person ever. And if somebody is pushing you to be cordial with them, that is their problem. End of story. Nobody should be ever working with, working alongside, talking to at all. If a man has violated, raped, talked bad about, disrespected, abused any other woman, man, or child in your family, they should be left in the dust. It is their fucking problem. If a person pushes it, then that's their problem. You need to be strong enough to say, hey, walk away. End of story. I am not getting along with you. We ain't got to fight. We ain't got to argue. But I'm not just going to be sitting up here working shit out with you. Whoever made that up, whoever decided to do that, to me, that person is weak. Especially when the debt has not been paid. Even if a debt was paid, you don't go and say, oh, I forgive you and I just want to work it out because that person is coming around you, pressuring you. No, we ain't working nothing out. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go in here and shit, shave, and bathe, cook my dinner, watch me some television, read me a book, and I won't be thinking about your ass. You can sit your crazy ass over there and obsess over what you did for the rest of your life. I have never seen anything like it before in my life, especially during times like this. I spoke a little bit about how people just casually you know, uh, made folks, people just casually mess up people's money and do all that stuff, honey. No, 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 no. You've afflicted and you've affected a lot of people. A person that's starting trouble like that, a troublemaker, somebody doing some shit that they know they shouldn't do, and they want to, oh, well, we're men and we should. No. If I were a man, which I'm a woman, y'all know I'm all woman, but if I were a man and some sucker came around me, you know he up to no good. He trying to feel better. No, you go deal with that on your own. I'm not talking to you. I refuse to have a conversation with you. And if you try to bring up religion, well, that can be interpreted in any way. There is no way that a man is going to disrespect the women in my family, my mama, my sister, my nieces, my nephews, my cousins. You get to disrespect my family, my entire family for years? You get to humiliate my family for years and I'm gonna be cool with you. Hey, let me tell you something. And if your stupid ass can't stop talking about it to the point where you keep coming at me about it, then I'm just gonna let you look like a fool from over there. As a man, you don't never, first of all, as men should be defending and protecting the women in their family anyway. No man should just feel good about and feel comfortable with disrespecting anybody in your family. That's with words or actions. That ain't how we operate. So, all these people running around here, oh, let's just all apologize and kiss and make up. Um, how about you kiss my ass? Oh man, we supposed to be men. You don't define what a man is for me because you can't trust that person. I have been on this earth long enough. I ain't never in my life just sat up there and a lot of people be like, well, you not me. I got a problem with my mouth. I got problems. Well, you know what? You should have took your damn problem somewhere else. I have never in my life just attacked people unprovoked for any fucking reason. Not ever. I have never done that to anybody. And to the people that got mental illnesses and problems and they just, oh, I couldn't help myself. Oh, I don't know what possessed me. Well, you know what? I don't know what the fuck is possessing you to think that I'm going to forgive your ass. An untrustworthy person is an untrustworthy person is an untrustworthy person. I would never, ever, ever, no man, if I were a man, no, sir. No, sir. You disrespect any woman in my family and you canceled for good. You're dead to me. There's no fucking way. I ain't gonna listen to nothing you gotta say. I stopped listening when you called my sister a bitch. I stopped listening when you attacked my family. I stopped listening at that point. You lucky that I didn't do something to you. See it and see that's the issue. That's the issue. I'm gonna tell you something. People that have disrespected you, when you honor a disrespectful ass person that has done things that could cost people their lives that you love, supposedly. You love people, right? You love your people. And you got folks doing that. And if they bug you, call me, call you, calling, those people that do that, they only see you as weak. They only see you as bowing down to them. That's it. And they don't respect you at the end of the day. Trust me, I've been there, done that. I've forgiven people. Guess what they did? They spit it in my goddamn face. That's why everybody in my life, especially my significant other, I don't do nothing but blow marshmallow puffs at him and sweet kisses, and he does the same thing with me. If we have any kind of disagreement, the disagreement is very respectfully. Ain't nobody dragging nobody down. Never. The people that I love, they get my utmost respect. The people that are in my life, they get my utmost respect. Nobody could ever possess me. And y'all, I had an apprentice that did that to me. Yeah. She said some crazy, just, I kept it respectful. You know what? I do nothing but respect the people that are in my life. I don't do stuff like that. And I don't feel the need to be bothered with folk that are loose lipped because when you loose lips, you sink your ship with me for good. And people that do that, they know they done fucked up. They know they done fucked up, right? So then they start trying to think of ways of getting back at you. And that's where you got to be careful. because they never respected you. They lack respect. They foolish. They fooling. No, this ain't no time. Your timing was bad. Your timing was bad. A lot of people, especially since 2020, they've been picking their friends wisely. And people's circles have gotten small. You don't ever let somebody in your circle that's disrespectful to the people that you love or that are in your family. Even if you you may not even agree with that person. Hell, I got family. I don't agree with their religious beliefs, but I would never let nobody disrespect them. My blood, my flesh and blood, you can't say nothing about my people to me ever. Even if they wrong, you can't tell me nothing. I learned that with my mama. If I could go back and do it over again, I already did. I already did. I don't care what that's my mama. That's my mama. My mama, and hey, I felt the loss. When my mama left this earth, I felt the loss. And my mama didn't do everything 100% perfect. People ain't perfect, but that's my mama. I was inside of her body for 9 months. Ain't nobody gonna disrespect my mama. If my mama doing some crazy shit, hell, she must be possessed or something. Let me help her out. But otherwise, I'm not letting nobody that disrespected my mother. And if I disrespected your mother, cancel me. Cancel me. You don't want to. You ain't got enough self-respect. If I disrespected your mama, you should never speak my name again. Same thing goes to me. If I disrespected your mama, hey, let me go. Clearly the friendship is not meant to be. It's not meant to be an alliance. Be respectful and walk away, no matter what it was. Oh, well, we was under demonic attack. It was the devil. You know what? The devil is the devil exposes how people really feel. That's what the devil do. The devil speaks the truth. So the devil is why you did that? Oh, okay. Well, then you go ahead over there with your devil. Because I ain't doing that. Because I know that the people that love me, hey, especially if you didn't come out my body, I didn't come out your body. You didn't come out my body. My kids came from my body. They gonna always have a place. They gonna always get forgiveness. I'm sorry. I ain't and because my kids, I got good kids. I raised my kids to be good people. Okay, I didn't raise my kids to be mad dogs. I raised them to be good people. I showed my kids nothing but love. My kids ain't got no reason to ever do me dirty. So if they do, I know something wrong. Okay, you don't do that. Period. Okay. Now, when it comes to parasocial shit, that can be different, but it depends. Okay. But I'm talking about inside of your family. If you a man and you got some man that done disrespected the divine womb, your mother, that all of her descendants, this person done wished sickness and death and all kind of stuff, sending stuff that the people in your family done had to pray away. This motherfucker done caused all kind of problems, done tried to scapegoat, done tried to do all this stuff, and you gonna be cordial with it? Nah. Nah. And that's why people don't want nothing to do with you, because you trying to see you a fool. You trying to be the voice of reason, but what you are is a problem. When people detect that kind of weakness that are around you, they don't want nothing else to do with you. You're going to end up isolated. Nobody want nothing to do with some. Let me tell you something. If you a man and some man disrespects your family, next thing you know, you buddy with them, you ain't nothing. You cancel. People going to look at you differently. That's my love language. That's my love language to my loved ones, along with what I know I can provide for them. A part of my love language is loyalty. Somebody come to me and say, oh, well, so and so is this and so is that. You said what about my child? You said what about my grandchild? You did what? And you said what? Oh, you canceled. You can't never come and talk to me about nothing. Never. We ain't got nothing to talk about. And it's not difficult for me. Like I said, my cutoff game is superb because I've learned lessons and been hurt by it. And as a woman, ain't no man gonna tell me, well, he a man, and us men, we kind of go through stuff and da da da. I don't want. Cut it. Cut it. This is the reason why women have to be able to support themselves. And I've been warning women about this. I've been warning women about this to where, but what's next? What's next? You gonna let this maniac come in and have all of the babies and the children in the family? Would he get to roast them in an oven? Oh, I'm gonna put your children in the oven. All the women, all the babies in your family, they're gonna go in the oven. We're gonna smoke them out. We're gonna torture them. We're gonna abuse them, and that's okay with you? Now, see, that's why women have to be careful with men like that. I don't know where they're doing that at in their reality, but they living in some kind of alternate universe. That's why women should always be able to support themselves financially. As a woman, I have a man that right now, if I needed anything, I call him. I need you to help me with this, and that. I won't do that because you know what? This is my fight and my fight alone. I don't worry him with that. If he want to give me something, he'll offer me something, I'll take it. I ain't going to refuse it. But I don't do that, okay? You know, a woman being the breadwinner doesn't necessarily mean that her man got to be losing either. Because my man is up there and I'm up there too, right? And that ain't nobody else's business. I don't do stuff like that. I don't. At the end of the day, regardless, especially when we're talking about this spiritual warfare here, and you got the women, either some of them praying and praying and praying, or some of them are doing like me, doing that work. You got the women having to defend themselves against something that really has nothing to do with us. That's the wars of men. Women have nothing to do with what y'all arguing about, because what y'all arguing about is stupid any damn way. What you arguing for? That's why I love my man, y'all, because he don't get involved with stuff like that. He don't. He don't get involved with stuff like that. Ooh, the call of the battlefield. What the hell is that? All of them that been at war, they really ain't accomplished nothing. It's been silly. It has been. They've been doing nothing but blocking out everything. So, we not going there. We're not going there. Stop doing that. But just because you a man don't mean that, oh yeah, well, it's got to be us against these women. What? A lot of women will tell you, hell, I was born, my mama brought me into this world. I'm just trying to exist. A lot of women just want peace. Women like me, we want our peace. We want to drink our tea, our iced coffee. We want to cook dinner. It's a lot of women right now, you barely can even, and then they'll say cook and clean. You done had to fight off because these men letting these, what the hell is this alternate, effeminate, weird, where does this come from? This is some foreign energy you done allowed in the family. We shouldn't have to conquer that. We shouldn't even, what are we transmuting? No, this needs to go back. There is no, some energy you can't transmute. You barely, I already know it's some women out there, you got to drag yourself off the damn couch just to get dinner cooked. That's what women should be. We love cooking. Women love cooking. And they done let the parasites. That's a parasite. You can't be cordial with a damn parasite. No, you can't do it because they're pulling and pulling on energy. How many of y'all women don't recognize that you got to be careful with people in your family? It's not that you hate them. You don't hate them, but you know that they connected to some parasite. You got to protect everybody damn energy. This damn parasite, people want to be, they think that working out their issues it's like, no. No. People are only a parasite because they choose to be one, or maybe I don't know how that happens. That ain't my problem. That ain't nobody's problem. These people that be trying to invade your family. Hell, it ain't like, okay, we can coexist on this earth, but stay the hell away from up around me. What you pursuing me for? A lot of these men, they got their penile gland hanging out their body. What you contacting me for? And a lot of people get fooled like that. A lot of you men get fooled like that. Oh, so and so contacted me, so I kind of feel like I'm this person is giving me what they call some hedron or whatever, and so I'm gonna make it right by making friends with this parasite that you've already been told to not be cool with. And then you don't want to listen to the women. You want to treat the women like they less than. Nah. 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 No. No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. That's why I don't know if y'all saw that video. You see my grandfather in that picture? My grandfather and my grandpa Nate. My grandfather and my great grandpa Nate, they don't play that crap. No. You are not going to be a man. You call my sister a what? A bitch. You said what? Oh, well, I mean, I only said that a couple of times. What? You shouldn't have said that no time. That's dishonorable. And what kind of loser are you? You don't let people like that up in your space. And people are going to learn that. Trust me, I've done it. Oh, well, they just made a mistake, No, because you know what? That mistake led to 500 more mistakes. Led to loss, led to degradation, humiliation. This person humiliating a person. And I personally feel like I'm better than you. How the hell you gonna be beneath me? I feel like you're beneath me. Anybody that's going around talking about, look at that, that's a bitch and a hoe, and I'm a pimp. I feel like I feel like you're fucking beneath me, cause my family didn't do stuff like that. So you ain't shit to me. You a part of the problem. You a part of the problem in society that's destroying the world. Running around here talking all that bitch and hoe crap. You ain't welcome. You can't sit at my table. You can't never sit at my table calling women bitches and hoes. Especially women that are not bitches and hoes. Women, a man, yeah, if a woman brings herself in your face and is disrespecting you and provoking you as a man out the gates, yeah, she opened herself wide up to be called a bitch and a hoe. But a woman like me that ain't studying you and you running behind me shouting at me, calling me a bitch and a hoe, boy, bye. Because I ain't studying you, I ain't sent for you, I ain't called for you, I ain't said nothing to you. And I never would. I ain't never been the type of woman to seek out a scoundrel. I like men that are respectful. I don't know what type of woman likes a man that sits up there and speaks that way. I don't like that. I don't like that. Okay? I don't. Now, if it's a female, like for example, that white woman, Cat Smith, she likes to be called a bitch and a hoe. She likes that kind of interaction with men. I don't like that kind of interaction with men. I don't even want to sit down and talk to a man about some bitches and hoes. What are we talking about that for? Why would that be a part of the conversation? You're disrespecting me. Surely I have enough intelligence to speak about something better and of a hierarchy. I'm a queen. What are you talking about? I'm a goddess. What are we talking about here? Huh? And then when I'm in the presence of my man, well, we doing things. We kissing and a hugging, and he putting things in my mouth like food. He putting food in my belly and talking to me about, things that's gonna lead up to what we gonna be doing. We ain't got no business with that. I don't just yeah, I don't I'm not a part of that lifestyle. Neither was my grandmother, my mother. We wasn't a part of that. You see what I'm saying? Love Lily 666. See, we don't do that stuff. And we gonna keep it that way. We gonna keep it that way. Especially when the women of your family, they held professional positions. They held down good jobs. They ain't never been out on nobody's track. Okay? They had businesses. You don't let that kind of garbage into your family. Okay, from here on out, men going forward, respectful men going forward. When you have a dude call your phone or some shit or make contact with you, and you know that this man has been running around calling women bitches and hoes that ain't sent for him, that's how you know that that ain't the person that you want to be friends with. Okay? That's how you know. He's effeminate, he's trouble, he ain't worth a damn. He's probably looking to rob you. And you just bye. We ain't got time for that. Okay? That's how you know if you want to be friends with somebody or not, or if you gonna let them in around your family. I ain't even gonna talk. Y'all know that I don't talk to my significant other about certain stuff. I don't even talk to that man about certain people because I respect him too much. We're not people that I respect. I'm not gonna have no conversation with you, not from that standpoint. Like I may talk to you about it, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes, I don't, you know what I'm saying? You just respectfully, I wouldn't even bother you, worry you your time with it. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? And it's got to be limited. So anyway, guys, with that being said, I'm gonna share the link to my Patreon. We got everything together. I'm gonna record a video for you guys for what we spoke about. We're moving forward. Okay, I don't listen. If it's any man that is constantly talking and having a conversation about his penis publicly, if he's having a conversation where he's talking about bitches and hoes, if he's saying he was an ex-pimp, if he's saying anything that is not worth six figures, if it's less than six figures, we don't acknowledge people like that. We don't acknowledge less than six figures around here. We're not acknowledging you anymore. Okay. In fact, we're going to be removing a lot of those videos. You take your low tier ass back over there where you came from, and you talk your trash talk. Okay. All right. Okay. Y'all take that advice. Okay. Because y'all be like, oh well, be careful with that. Be that. Okay. All right, guys. I'll be back a little bit later. I'll probably go live and do it. Yeah, I'm gonna go live and do it to where I'm gonna discuss Patreon and how we're gonna do the new and full moon monthly rituals and all the details of that. But it's already up on my Patreon. They had me combine my Patreons because I had two of them somehow. I didn't even realize it. And so I've got everything updated on there. And so you guys are welcome to join my Patreon. Okay. But we'll discuss it. Okay. All right, guys. I will catch y'all later. All right. Blessings to y'all. Bye bye.